I should watch my step around here. He's over there.
Malaka! Got to get it out!
There he is. Got to be careful not to get spotted.
φρονεί. Συναλλάσσεται στο τέρμα της οδού. Νίνι.
My, is that Alexios of Aiad, the Eagle Bearer, messenger of Zeus, he who launched 1,000 hearts?
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Orchimethes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
I'd like to know more about the man asking for my help.
I'm Orchimedes. I came to Alcibiades because he boasts of his exploits as a lover and knows Braxilla.
I'm a Misthios, not some famed lover.
Nonsense! I've heard that Armistios here is the only one allowed near the pirate queen Xenia's booty.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Braxilla?
The name sounds familiar. Who is she?
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she? Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers, and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Braxilla. She is not easily impressed.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the Poetry Festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all doors and legs shall open for you.
I'll return with your flowers. Where can I find the coral rose? It sounds rare.
You would be correct. However, like all good things in life, these take more work than most are willing to expend. They're atop a nearby mountain.
Say I do get these flowers. Where would I bring them?
Back to camp? Braxilla should be in her tent.
You mentioned being here for a poetry festival.
I did. It's one of the many festivals to Apollo, but this one holds a special place in my heart, among other places. Other festivals are so stuffy. Here we worship like Maenads.
I've heard enough.
Please, if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses. These must be the coral roses. I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now, you must deliver them to her.
You came all this way to meet her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
I'd say it all wrong. I'm a Misthios, not a poet.
Then, would you at least deliver the flowers while I rehearse?
Fine. But the rest is up to you.
Okay, she's at her tent. It's right there. Go give them to her.
Praxilla, I have flowers for you from Orchimedes of... somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Alexios of Aiad, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxilla, Apollo's muse and mistress of the golden strings.
You're Praxilla?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Ayat?
It would be foolish of me to assume a master of the craft would be young.
Praxilla, this is Alexios of Aiad, Eagle-bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000...
Alexios, Al. All the kings cowered from this god-child's power, are scowling Achilles. Alexios, please, cry lads and ladies.
A true genius.
Look at those shoulders, a soldier, a Spartan, a thorn in the side of tyrants. He who dares challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
The poems she writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Orchimedes. He's right over... Well, he was over there.
A coral rose? Huh. I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
I also prefer actions to easy gestures.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
A Haikos is missing. That idiot must have taken it with her and run off.
Achaikos?
Achaikos is Praxilla's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without a Haikos.
I did see Orchimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to get that lyre back. Please, without Praxilla getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring the size of their verse.
This lyre was special. Can you play another for your recital?
Perseus without winged sandals or a mirrored shield was just a man. Would he have the same legends, the same mystery if he performed each task without a legendary weapon?
It's very valuable, both in significance and in drachmi.
Orchimedes and the missing servant both disappeared as the lyre was stolen. They could be working together.
Oh, and he seemed like such a nice boy.
Alcibiades invited a viper into my tent.
Is there somewhere they could have taken it?
It's a poetry festival. There's no better hub for shady trade.
I'll find the thief and return the lyre.
Have you found my lyre?
I'll find the thief and return the lyre. Praxilla's lyre has gone missing. Have you seen it?
Praxilla's lyre is missing? That's terrible news. First no Euripides and now this? Krefsis really has gone to the dogs.
I'm looking for a man named Orchimedes.
I know an Archimedes. Otherwise, no.
He might have been holding a lyre.
There are as many men holding lyres here as there are blades of gas on a field.
I'm looking for a missing lyre.
Aren't we all?
Are we? Do you know a man named Archimedes?
Archimedes? Archimedes? That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller. They took over the temple of Athena Itonia a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Archimedes would take a lyre?
Hope not. For his sake. The Vipers are dangerous. If he did have the lyre on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Did he have a lyre on him?
I didn't see him with one. I saw him talking to you, then walking towards Praxilla's tent. He and Praxilla's pretty elot have been sneaking around lots. Just assume they were, you know, planting a garden.
Is the Temple of Athena the best place to sell a stolen lyre?
You can buy and sell anything here, unfortunately. But going to the Vipers guarantees the person you stole from won't follow you in. Shame. It was such a beautiful temple.
Thank you for your help.
Hope you find the lyre. Watch out for the Vipers at the Temple of Athena Itonia.
Yeah!
If I find Archimedes and the servant, they should lead me to the lyre.
Someone, please, help!
You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the lyre.
I can explain. Archimedes talked me into it and said he'd use the drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the lyre to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
The Vipers have Archimedes and the lyre now. As for you, you can go back to Praxilla and apologize if you really want help. That must be where they're keeping Archimedes and the lyre.
Thank the gods I'm saved. These horrible thugs blackmailed me into stealing the lyre.
I doubt that.
They took it from me when I was Malaka got what they deserved.
Did they force you to steal Praxila's lyre?
No, they gave me the confidence I was lacking. We would drink and complain about poetry at the festival, and I let slip that Praxila's my mother.
What? Praxila's your mother?
She is. She abandoned me and my father when I was a child. Something about following her destiny to be a wandering poet. My father, Achaikos, built the lyre for her as a wedding present. She loved it more than us. I wanted her to feel the way we did when she left.
Praxila got what she deserved for abandoning her family.
I just wanted her to feel some of the pain I felt. Why don't I feel better?
Archimedes, I know you still have the lyre. Give it to me.
It got broken in the struggle.
Malaka.
Wait, before you leave, I need some advice. Should I talk to Praxila? I don't know what to do.
Approach Praxila as yourself and talk to her. Maybe she missed you and didn't know how to come home.
I need time to think about everything. My father, my mother, my friends. Please don't tell Praxila who I am.
Giddy up! Come on.
I was able to get the lyre, but not in one piece.
Thank you. Oh, Haikos, what mischief did you get yourself into? Alexios, thwarter of thieves. I appreciate you bringing a Haikos back to me, but I need to ask another favor.
You need help fixing the lyre.
Perceptive, too. Look at it. Wood's gone soft, body splintered, it's toneless, tooless even.
What can be done to save it?
Cressis has been having this festival for years. The town is built around it. Of course, because instruments are as fragile as a poet's heart, there's a master lyre maker at Cressis port.
Not too far away.
And since it's been proven that nothing is safe on these hills, I'll need some muscle for protection.
I can help you get there safely.
The journey will be worth your while. Come now.
I'm right behind you.
I have many fond memories of this place. I've watched the port grow into a town, and a small gathering of friends grow into a massive festival. It's more home than home.
Your true love is a lyre, and your home is a poetry festival. You never wanted to settle somewhere.
Oh, you sweet young child. My life isn't as simple as you make it out to be. I'm like Zephyros, needing to go where I please. I learned this the hard way.
So you care only for yourself?
If you only live your life for others, what's the point? You're nothing but a slave, a loyal beast at best.
People can get hurt.
If I had lived the life expected of me, traditional and domestic, I would have died. Died inside. And like as not, thrown myself into the sea. I know what I need.
Seems like the festival here is much less formal than the others I've encountered.
Yes, Dionysus claimed our offerings to Apollo and granted us the gift of ecstasy.
I can see why it would attract people from far and wide.
Do not misunderstand. Heathen is one part of worship. Timiha, where are you?
Who is making all that fucking noise?
The smell of the sea is almost enough to cover your stench, Timiha.
Raxila, I've been gathering fruits to throw at you all week.
High praise coming from you. I need a favor. A Haikos was kidnapped by some idiot and needs a new neck.
This idiot?
Sadly, there have been many idiots on this journey.
I hired this muscle here to get a Haikos back. Now he's keeping me company.
All right, give him here. Poor fellow's been brutalized.
But you can fix it, right?
Of course I can fix him. I am the best pair of hands you're going to find outside of Athens. Problem is, a Haikos is a special boy. I have materials, but nothing worthy of putting him together.
What materials do you need?
I have what I need for the neck, but the old one took the strings and yoke out when it snapped. Ah, there's a crack running through the soundbox. That needs to be replaced.
What should I be looking for?
Some use bone for the yoke and neck, but nothing beats wood in my opinion. Strings are made from gut, and we could use a shell for the soundbox.
Those strings don't look like guts to me.
They are. Just soaked for a long time and pulled thin. I'm sure you'll enjoy killing some legendary beast to help a Haikos sing.
I've seen some lyres with turtle shells for the body.
Not a lot of turtles on this coast, but a good sturdy conch should do the trick.
What's a yoke? And what wood do you need to replace it?
The yoke is the crossbar that all of the strings are attached to.
Sure is. It needs to bend, so a springy wood is best.
I think we all can agree on that.
I will return with the materials to repair a Haikos. Hope these are enough guts for fixing a Haikos. This shell should be perfect for Praxila's lyre. That should be enough wood for a new lyre. I have everything we need.
Excellent. Give it here.
Be careful with it.
He'll like me better when I'm done. You always were too rough with your fingering.
Well, that's the first complaint I've heard about it.
There he is, looking more handsome than ever.
You call this your best work? You're robbing me blind.
Oh, shut up, and go deafen the masses with your wailing.
Thanks for the help. Here's your drachmi. I need some time to put a high cost through spaces. I might need some help after though, so swing by my tent when you have a minute.
Sure, if I'm in the area.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Someone's going to pay, and I will be the pain.
The Mistios returns. Do you have time to accompany me and Achaikos to our triumphant performance?
After all this, I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent. We team up once more.
So we're a team now. Can I still expect to get paid?
After my performance, drachmi will be in no short supply. Trust me.
You've dedicated your life to your art. You must have a lot to show for it.
I write 100 poems every night when I go to sleep, and I throw out 100 every morning when I wake up. Luckily, some have survived to touch people.
Do you have any favorites?
There's one I'm well known for that is very dear to me. The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun. Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon. Then ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
Sounds nice, but we should get going. So, cucumbers?
The sun gives us the fruit of the trees, like the fruit of the lords.
In your poem you say you leave the sun. Why?
Not me. Adonis. He's being asked upon death about the most beautiful things he's left behind. To me, there is no greater beauty than that of the sun, and the moon, and stars.
Oh, why is he being asked this?
Adonis is beauty incarnate. What could be so beautiful that even he would be pained to leave?
I see. Looks like we've made it.
Marvelous. Thank you. Looks like my adoring fans are ready for me. Be sure to catch the show.
It's Praxilla!
I heard she was coming this year.
Praxilla! Recite something for us!
I've been reciting this poem for years. Alexios, would you do me the kindness of allowing me to hear it anew from your lips?
I couldn't.
Nonsense. You know everything you need to do it justice. How about something new this year?
The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun.
Praise be Apollo!
Second, are the shining stars and the face of the moon.
This is one of my favorites.
Then, ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
That's always been my favorite verse.
I'm happy my poem touched you so deeply, Alexios. Have you thought about trading your spear for the lyre?
I will stick to swinging swords, thanks.
It wouldn't be a poetry festival without someone causing a disturbance.
Praxilla, get to safety. I can handle them.
Somebody help me! How do I put it on? Oh, I'll enjoy killing you! It's burning!
Happens every year. Some cursed idiots drink too much wine and get themselves killed.
I didn't know poetry festivals were such lively events.
Indeed. I need to take a moment to recover. Let's go back to my tent.
But we do have a happy ending.
Praxilla, it has taken me long years of soul-searching and many nights of tears to bring myself to this moment. I am Archimedes, your son.
When I heard the name of the man who stole my lyre, I suspected it might be you.
I've dreamt of hurting you as you hurt me and my father 1,000 times. But I only knew you as the mother who abandoned me and not as the artist that I just saw.
Just as Adonis lamented the beauty he left behind, I too left that which was most precious to me on the death of my old self.
You're not dead. Neither of you are. Take this opportunity and see what you can build together.
Thank you for all your help. The new poem I'm working on is my favorite yet.